with that song.
Should we tell everybody what the game is that we're playing here with the inches and the?
No.
Should we?
No.
No? Okay.
Because it hasn't come up ever until just now.
I think we should.
And
I think we
honestly-
should incorporate that.
And honestly, this banter is probably going to get cut out too.
I think we should
I've
incorporate.
cut out the first 6 minutes of both episodes.
I think that we should incorporate the You Won't Game into the podcast.
All right. Well, if it comes up in the actual during the podcast,
This might be a short enough episode to explain it.
maybe. Anyways,
I don't even play it, so.
So what should we get kicked off with? Should we discuss the rankings of last week, since we actually did the... last week we did not talk about the scores. We did them afterwards.
Yeah, we didn't talk about the scores. So last week we did a little game, and the scores were of all the people that played.
Well, what were the games first?
Well, the games, we were guessing in Game Informer's top 100 of RPGs, in their magazine they released, we were guessing the ranks. And we had to guess between Pokemon Red and Blue, Destiny, Dragon's Dogma, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and Elder Scrolls Oblivion. And we all kind of
terrible.
suck at it.
Well, I mean, I came in first, but
Logan sucks the least.
I was about to say I didn't do very well.
I suck the second least. Eric and Chase suck the most. And out of those two, Chase sucks more than Eric. So Chase sucks more than all of us.
Yeah. Which, I mean, in his defense, he also plays video games the least. So
Yes.
he was a total of 187 off,
Yes.
which is impressive.
And the only thing that saved me was I was one spot off of Pokemon Red and Blue.
Yeah.
I was terrible at all the other ones.
Yeah.
I did pretty good.
So Chase lost that, and unfortunately, Chase and Eric are not here right now because it's Memorial Day in Panama City Beach, and of course, people are busy because
everybody's working.
Memorial Day. Anyways, but they couldn't be with us today.
So you just got Logan, Saylor, and Nick today.
Yes.
I'm Nick. I haven't introduced myself before, but I've always been here.
You said?
Nick.
Anyways. So
episode.
next time Chase is on, we're going to make him a special pizza surprise.
Ooh, pizza party.
Yeah, he's going to have his
Pizza
own pizza
party of
party.
one.
that we make the pizza. I feel so sorry for him.
It's going to be awful.
Anyways, so let's talk a little bit before we get into, because we're going to keep it going with video games today.
Yep.
We're going to talk about E3 coming up. Let's talk a little bit about some stuff that has happened recently that we haven't really, because we did our first show on 2017 to this point, what we're excited for, what we had come out already, but we haven't done since then talked about stuff. There's actually been some major things that happened that we haven't got to talk about.
Actually, we saw Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man Tell No Tale.
Yeah, we did.
I give that. I give it 4 Barbosas out of 10.
I gave it 3.
There was some moments.
Barbosa had his time to shine.
Honestly, if you just want to see Barbosa be Barbosa,
It was good.
go see it.
It was good.
I mean, that ending scene.
Johnny
where
Depp was also kind of inconsistent.
Yeah. Well, actually, fun fact, there's actually some legal action. I read an article. I don't remember all the details, but there's some legal action against his assistant, who I guess he worked to death, who's and involving in that lawsuit is something about how lazy Johnny Depp is, because he actually had an earpiece in during all the filming, feeding him his lines because he didn't want to memorize them.
Wow.
I mean,
he has enough dreads to cover them up, but I mean, come on, you're an actor and you couldn't even memorize your lines.
yeah, I mean, you're Johnny Depp.
I mean,
I guess you can do that. I don't know.
When you're Johnny Depp, you can kind of get away with a lot.
That movie was kind of lazy in itself, though.
True.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of plot that was just kind of shoehorned in there and
Yes.
pushed along.
Maybe he's just working on a lot of other movies at the same time.
Barbosa had the best moments in that movie,
That could be true.
as is every Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
Oh. Oh gosh, I'm just remembering the moments from that movie. But anyway, yeah, if you want to go see Barbosa, you see it.
Yeah.
Pirates of Barbosa.
Pirates of Barbosa. And then, a couple other things in the movie spectrum, and also kind of movie video game-ish kind of thing. Tom Hardy as Venom.
Yes.
And that movie's gonna be rated R, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I hope so.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be.
Hopefully that'll be good.
Which I just hope that he, as Venom, grunts constantly.
I mean,
he
the
does
rated
every
R
other
Marvel
character.
movies have been pretty good.
Yeah.
So, the only thing is, all I can remember Tom Hardy as is he was Bane, right?
He was Bane, but hang on. Hang on, I know.
Snowman from Courage Cowardly Dog.
Snowman. But he was also, he did Taboo recently. That show was amazing.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed that
Tom
show.
Hardy's done excellent things.
He did Mad Max Fury Road.
No, I like Tom Hardy.
He had like 3 lines in the whole movie. It was amazing.
I'm just remembering.
Yeah,
Bane.
he did do Bane, but I don't want to blame that on him
True.
because that whole character was ruined from the get-go.
Yeah.
Probably before he was casted.
Also, Tom Holland cast as Nathan Drake in an Uncharted movie.
Yeah.
It's going to be like a young, because Tom Holland's like 12 years old.
I don't even know who talked.
Spider-Man.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like the newest kid?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Spider-Man.
I did not remember who that was over up till
He's
now.
like 12 years old.
Yeah.
I mean,
Andrew Garfield was 14, so.
Yeah. Tobey Maguire was like 35. So.
Fact. Yeah, that's gonna be exciting. Also, Castlevania Netflix series.
Yeah, Castlevania Netflix series to go along with the Witcher Netflix series.
That's exciting. Actually, I kind of hope Netflix continue. Well, depending on how they do with these two,
We'll
they
see.
kind of continue to take good video game series and make
We'll
them
see.
into shows.
Netflix has like a very hit and miss record with their TV shows with me. Some of the
What was
stuff
it?
they produce is really, really good. Some
Iron
of it
Fist?
is just not good.
They did Iron Fist.
I never watched Iron Fist because I just never.
I read
thought
enough
was
about it to
worth
not want to.
Yeah,
And also, I
know it picks
Anybody
up
that I
like
know-
through the season, but I mean like Luke Cage was awesome.
yeah, and that's the thing. I forgot Netflix did that. Yeah, everybody loved
Luke Cage was incredible.
Yeah,
First season of Daredevil was good, but
yeah.
I mean, besides all the Marvel stuff they produce, like even some of the movies they do, like some are really good, some are just not good.
This is true.
Some are Adam Sandler movies.
Yeah, some are Adam Sandler movies, but apparently Adam Sandler makes mega bucks. But I don't really want to talk about Adam Sandler that much.
Nobody does.
So let's go ahead and get talking about E3
Yep, coming up next week.
next week,
First day is the 10th.
the 10th. So a little bit of speculation and some predictions for E3, if you will.
Yeah. Which mean
That we want to
there's a lot of buzz around
discuss. And I kind of want to talk about, because like the past, I think ever since Xbox One and PS4 both were announced, it's been like a bloodbath, like of a war between Sony and Microsoft at this conference. Because like I just remember like the Xbox One got so much hate
Yeah.
for all that, and then when like PS4 came out, like everyone liked PS4, and Sony's kind of run away with the console.
Yeah. Well,
between
it's
those.
funny too because it's like I've noticed the dynamic is like PlayStation 4 players, they just kind of accept, okay, we got the console that everybody likes. But then you have like the Xbox people that are really passionate about Xbox. Like they are diehard, like my console will be great no matter what you say kind of thing. And it's like they're both good consoles.
Yeah, I mean they both do pretty much the same thing. It kind of just depends
I
on
own
what exclusive you like. I like the like interface a little bit better on PS4.
Yeah.
It's a little smoother to me and not as much on screen going on. It's just like go in and play the game or watch Netflix or whatever.
See, but I'm used to I have a HP computer, so I'm used to Windows 10 anyway. So that's the thing is like Windows 10 and Xbox are made. I think it's like the same
kind of
display setup and everything.
Yeah, the same kind of. Well, Microsoft is going for that look.
Yeah. They're trying to kind of make it all interlinked.
Yeah, I'm not.
See, but I'm used to Xbox.
Yeah.
Because I haven't owned a PlayStation. I never owned a PlayStation 3.
Well, I mean, I own Xbox 360 and PS3.
Yeah.
I just.
What I'm saying is like
PlayStation a little bit more.
I
both.
missed the whole PlayStation 3 thing, and then got a PlayStation 4, so I'm not as used to that. So that's why, like,
True.
It's kind of like going from like Apple to Android. You're used to one thing, then you.
Yeah, kind of. But this year is when you look at the two conferences between those two, Sony's is more about games,
Absolutely.
like a ton of games for them.
Yeah.
And then you have Microsoft, which is really more about Project Scorpio, which is their new console. I don't fully understand it though, because is it like a whole new console, or is it just like Xbox One 2?
The thing is, it's pretty much completely gutted. It's going to run off of the I think the same like kind of Windows 10 operating system. I'm not 100% sure, but like the specs are all just they're PC comparable to like a PC spec.
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense for them to announce like a high-powered Xbox One and another high-powered Xbox One at the same time.
Yeah, that kind of like, well, because Xbox One S like just came out. I know
That was
not
I think
too long ago.
That was I think to bring in like 4K and everything.
Yeah,
and
they're still going to talk about that at this conference too. So,
like the Scorpio is, I mean, it's pretty nasty. I mean, I looked up the specs. I was gonna like present them in this, but I don't know. Like it just kind of seemed boring. But I mean, 12 gig of RAM. Let's be honest there. Like,
yeah, I mean,
it shouldn't have a problem running anything that gets thrown at it.
Yeah, it just,
for a console at least.
Well, the thing is just like as a it's kind of weird as a console though, because like I don't know how far and beyond, like I don't know what else they're gonna do with it other than, because like 12 gigs of RAM is a little overkill for console gaming.
Well, I think they're also trying to capitalize on VR, which
I'm sure it'll feature VR.
Well, that's the other thing is for the two titles that Microsoft is coming with that are specifically for Scorpio are going to be Fallout 4 VR and Doom VR.
Are they not going to do that for PlayStation VR?
I have no idea.
Because PlayStation's had VR for a little while now.
True.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's going to be more like a desktop than a console.
Yeah,
that's basically what they're going for.
Well, the only thing that I could see all of the stuff they're putting in it being worth it is that you can use it as a computer. Like actually use it as a computer and not just have it be a really powerful Xbox for no reason.
Well, see, the thing is, like with my Xbox One, I don't have a 1S, it's just an Xbox One. I stream off of it. I can go to YouTube. I can actually get on the internet, although the internet interface isn't great. Like I can still already do all of that, so I can see why with the Scorpio they might just be pushing it a step further to make it more like PC gamer friendly.
Yeah, but like, are you going to be able to hook up like a mouse and keyboard to it?
You'd have to look into that,
because like that's the only thing that would make all of that really worth it at the moment. Because
this is true.
Other like, unless that is the selling point, there's no point in having all that stuff.
I mean, I guess E3 will tell.
And they're taking, if they're trying to like appeal to like a PC gaming market, they're taking a big risk, because like the reason you play PC games is because of Steam.
Yeah.
Because you can have every game ever.
Which I know, didn't Steam come out with their own console?
I mean, they have like the Steam box.
Yeah, and so I
which
mean,
is not really,
it's not like they're going to partner with Xbox or Microsoft on that anyway, because they have their own console.
Steam box is not really a console per se.
Yeah,
it's just like something you hook up to your computer to put it on a TV.
So I mean,
like that's all it is.
It's a. I mean, is that not what a console is?
Well,
I mean, what I'm saying is it's bridging that, it's blurring that line between like a PC and a console.
It is a console.
It is a console technically, but
because I mean,
it's not.
That's the thing.
It's not
it's
a
like
console in the sense
console for
of
PC gamers.
Yeah, it's not a console in the sense of
a console
Xbox
with
or
your
PS4.
PC games.
Sure, yeah,
exactly. I mean, and that's the thing.
It just makes it easier to hook up like controllers to it.
Yeah,
really.
Well, and I also like the direction that things are going in, because I've always been a console gamer just for the fact that I don't have the money to drop on a like good PC rig. Whereas if say now you got the Steam box, you also, if Project Scorpio, if it ends up being a more console-esque like setup, I mean, at that point it's bridging that gap and making it more accessible for me as a console gamer to start doing a more PC play style, I guess.
It's just The only thing is, if you can have Steam on that Xbox, then it's worth it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Because like if not, then
that'd be insane.
It may not be worth it because like that's the thing is like the reason why PC gaming is so popular is because of Steam.
Steam, yeah.
Like, and that's like if the Xbox, if it's just a really powerful Xbox One, then I don't see the point.
Yeah, I definitely see what you're saying because I mean I'm not buying it. I'm not planning on buying it. I mean, maybe one day when the price goes down and everything, but I mean, it's not like I'm not so excited about it that I'm like, oh, I gotta run out there and get it because I just bought a new TV. It's not 4K, and so there goes like a big selling point for the Scorpio because I mean, I'm not even gonna be able to run the graphics at where they need to be, and then
and honestly, the Scorpio is only like incrementally more powerful than the PS4 Pro.
Yeah.
It
so
has,
at that point, it comes down to which do you prefer?
Well, it has 12 gigs of DDR5, and PS4 Pro has 8 gigs of DDR5, which is like 4 gigs of RAM in a console is not. You're not going to do much more because you're not multitasking. In a console, more than likely. Like you're not doing two things at once.
Well, with Xbox, you can multitask.
Well, I mean, you can with PS4 too.
Yeah,
but
I'm just saying, like, they do have it set up. I don't know if they actually. I think they took away the Snap feature, but they used to have it where you could like watch Netflix on one side and play a game on the other.
Yeah, I mean,
I would never do that because if I'm going to watch Netflix, I'm going to watch Netflix. But still.
And then like the processors are almost the same.
Okay.
They're both 8 cores, and you're getting less than 0.2 gigahertz more with the Scorpio.
Yeah.
And that's really just because it's a newer console. So they're not like burying the PS4 Pro by any means with these.
And does a PS4 Pro is that 4K compatible?
Yes.
Okay. So really, they're not bringing much more to the table other than, hey, Xbox players, this is what we have.
Yeah, I mean it's. It doesn't look like it's gonna. I mean, it's better, but it's because it's newer.
Yeah.
It's not like.
Which I mean that's honestly what you get with a PC anyway. Like new parts.
Yeah.
Like.
It does have 6 teraflops of graphical processing
True.
power.
It does have that.
Teraflops.
Teraflops. I love that word. There's another fun word, Saylor. Teraflops.
Teraflops.
I actually never heard that word before.
You've never heard? Oh yeah. That's the newest thing.
Teraflops.
Yeah, they're getting to the point. It's kind of like how you'd go from 1 billion to 1 trillion. Now they're like teraflops. I had my brother who builds computers actually like explain that to me, and it's a thing.
Was it gigaflops before? I just never heard.
I think so.
I've never heard of a flop.
I haven't either.
He explained it to me, and it was really technical and blah blah blah. I build PCs.
I mean, I built my PC. I've never heard of it.
I mean, I've changed parts in my PC. I've never heard of it.
Well, I'm saying he stays up to date with the newest graphics cards.
Probably better than I do.
And sound cards and this and that. And
Anyways.
So enough about Scorpio, though, because I think we beat that horse. More or less, if it doesn't have a mouse, a keyboard, and Steam, Saylor doesn't like it.
Yeah, it's not.
If it's not a PC, Saylor doesn't like it.
It's not. Well, not that I don't like it. It's not worth it.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Because at that point, just get a 1S.
Yeah. Well,
unless you really care about having slightly better graphics.
I see it being pretty much presented to a very specific market of people that love Xbox.
Well, and two, also, not a lot of people have 4K TVs right now. They're still kind of expensive.
They're finally becoming affordable.
They're affordable,
but not like.
I mean, I had a 4K TV in my apartment. Yeah, but it was like one of the cheaper ones.
Well, honestly, I feel like Black Friday is going to be like when people are actually going to, because that's when I buy my TVs.
Yeah,
I feel like Black Friday is going to be the time that people are actually going to actually go out and get these.
Well,
but right now, I mean, it's not very common to see a 4K TV, and a lot of stuff doesn't appeal. Or
we'll see, and because we'll see, because 4K gaming it's nice.
Yeah.
So I mean, we'll see what they do to
graphics are pretty.
We'll see what they do to make this Scorpio thing worth it. But let's talk more about the games, because that's really what E3 is about, and less about the console this year, at least.
Yeah, this year, I mean, there's no big like next gen console reveals, so.
Other than Scorpio, but we just talked about that.
Well, that's not even. Is that next gen, or is that just kind of like, hey, we're
No, it's
No,
not
it's not next gen.
Yeah.
It's just an improvement.
Crackdown 3. Did anybody ever play Crackdown?
Crackdown 3.
I
Yeah.
played it for about 5 minutes. Crackdown 2.
Same. Literally.
It was
Yeah.
free on Xbox at one point, and I'll try it.
I borrowed it from my brother, and it was like, okay, cool, destructible environments.
You can jump really high.
Yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
We'll see. I mean, well, because they're also the three that I have. The three notable ones for them are Crackdown 3, Sea of Thieves, and State of Decay 2.
How do you feel about Sea of Thieves?
Which one is that one again?
It's a
where
pirate game. It's kind of like a pirate MMO, from what I saw. Like the art style is really goofy, like and animated. Like so, it's not gonna be like Black Sails or anything, or Black Flag. Sorry,
Black Flag.
Black Flag.
Black Sails is the series.
Yeah, the show. But it's not gonna be like super like gritty and whatnot. It's supposed to be kind of like goofy and everything. I don't know, the style or the animation style almost reminds you of like World of Warcraft.
I mean, I don't own an Xbox One currently, so I guess I'm not
That
too
does not
excited
apply
about
to
it.
you whatsoever.
Yeah, I'm not like. I mean, we'll see. I might get one this summer,
Yeah.
but
State of Decay 2. I never played the first one, although the second one looks really neat because it's all like open world zombie game.
Well, that's what the first one was.
Yeah.
yeah,
Base builder a little bit too.
Okay.
You would pick a place like a church or something that's all run down, and then you'd collect a bunch of people to go there and hang out while you also go find supplies for them. And I think
neat.
you could like establish trade routes. I'm not too certain about that,
Oh, okay, yeah.
but the map was really big, and you could go around and find. There's some collectibles to it. I didn't play it for like 5 minutes because it kept crashing on me.
Okay. So it's kind of like Dead Rising, except like after the fact.
Yeah.
I saved all these people from the mall. What do we do next?
Yeah, kind of. You still have to go around and like collect them. Kind of, not collect them, but they'll show up.
Yeah.
You have to make it a suitable place for people to come.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
well, those are the three games that people are speculating on for.
Well, no, those
Xbox.
are confirmed.
Or
Those are confirmed reveals.
Confirmed games that people are talking about, like wanting to hear more about. But then you have Sony, who has like, or at least what we have here is like 7 games.
Those are all the confirmed major titles.
Yeah, or maybe you have Days Gone, Death Stranding, Detroit, Become Human, God of War, Gran Turismo Sport, Knack 2, Spider-Man, The Last of Us 2, and Uncharted: The Lost Legacy.
Okay.
So just pick out.
Detroit Become Human. I don't know. Have you seen the trailer for that, Nick?
I think I have. I don't remember
It
it.
looks so good. Okay. Think of like, did anybody play LA Noire?
Yeah.
Okay. Think of like that, but like next gen console where like the choices, first off, there's a ton of different choices. In the trailer, they actually they go through like one interaction where you're like talking to a guy and like the different ways that you react to him, and it shows like the different outcomes to each way that you handle the situation. So like it gives you the option, do you want to pull your gun or do you want to like try to talk him down, like stuff like that, and it shows all the different like things that come about that.
That was the one where he was like on top of a roof.
Yeah, with a little girl or
Yeah.
something. Yeah, and like
Yeah.
one way that you handle it, he let the little girl go but then jumped, and then this and that. Like it looks really, really good.
Cyberpunk setting.
Yes.
Yeah, I could say I'm excited for that.
It definitely looks interesting.
Yeah.
Another game that I do want to hear a little bit more about is Death Stranding. Because that is the one that has Norman Reedus, the dude from The Walking Dead, as the but
As a dude on a beach.
yeah, kind of. But like they've had 1 trailers for it so far, and I think that was last year at E3,
Yeah.
so it's been a really long time.
And it gave like nothing away.
Yeah, so I want to see what they do with that.
Yeah.
because the setting looks kind of interesting, but
it's kind of like
Right.
Lost style mystery. Like you just
Yeah.
have no idea what's going on.
That was the next Kojima game, even though Kojima isn't part
yeah,
of the team
well,
anymore.
it's like an offshoot of Kojima thing. I read the whole like
Oh wait, yeah, Kojima got kicked off of Konami's
Yeah.
thing, so he built his own team, and this is the game that they're making.
Oh, okay,
and,
okay.
and like Guillermo del Toro is directing it or has
Which
could
something
be
to do with
cool.
the game.
Yeah,
That's exciting.
So there's a lot of star power on that game.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
So it definitely
has potential.
It looks interesting, and the whole like, because this is becoming more and more using like a well-known actor as the main like person in game, like putting that person in the game is kind of interesting to me.
Yeah,
because you see it happening more and more. Like,
Yeah.
you had, well, I mean, you got the dude like GTA 5, Trevor,
Yeah,
who's
yeah.
been in multiple.
Well, and
things. I
even when they
can't
did
remember that guy's name
when they
right
did
now.
Call of Duty, like I mean, not a big fan of that series, but like when they did Kevin Spacey in it.
Yeah, Kevin
Like,
Spacey.
so I mean, it is cool that they're taking and incorporating not just the voices of
Yeah.
well-known actors, but also the faces of them.
Michael B. Jordan was in the last 2K game,
Yeah, Michael Jordan.
yeah.
but Michael B. Jordan, not actually.
Oh wait, what?
Like the actor Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, what?
Yeah, he was in the game. He was in the career mode.
What?
He just played like your best friend in the career mode.
Oh, okay.
It was.
I didn't
it's
know. I
kinda
don't know. I didn't
weird.
know who Michael B. Jordan was. Okay, I thought we were just talking
He's
about
a
Michael
dude.
Jordan.
Gosh, let me confirm what he's played in. Really,
I got to
quick.
sound like I knew anything about basketball for like half a second.
Michael B. Jordan.
Is a guy. Does he even play
He-
basketball?
I'm sure he had. He was the dude that was in Creed,
Oh.
which I heard was a really good movie. I didn't actually see it. But
Rabbit trails. Anyway.
the movie about Apollo Creed's son from Rocky.
No, I know. I know
Yeah.
what you're talking about. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, that guy. So
Anyway, Death Stranding. I think that's going to be kind of like what Silent Hills was supposed to be,
probably.
since
Yeah.
Guillermo del Toro was going to be in that one.
Ooh, I like how you said Del Toro.
Yeah.
Del Toro.
I like how you said Guillermo.
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 Thanks, guys.
Guillermo.
Guillermo.
But yeah,
Roll
that,
those R's, Nick.
that was that game did get canceled, and then
Yeah,
Kojima
yeah.
did.
Like 5. Didn't they released a whole like demo for it too, didn't they?
Yeah,
There was like a lot of hype for that game.
PT
and it
or
just-
whatever?
Yeah. Then it just got
Jeez.
dropped like off the map.
yeah, playable trailer or playable teaser or whatever. That's
So
whatever
let's
it
just
was
hope
called.
that's not what happens with Death Stranding.
No,
well, I'm
th-
sure not. Like,
this is a whole different
Yeah.
thing now.
So God of War. Confession. I never got into any of the previous God of Wars because I
neither did I.
didn't play PlayStation 3. But that
I mean-
gameplay trailer that they did where he's
well,
like,
the setting's always been cool
yeah,
for
yeah.
God of War.
That gameplay trailer though looked really good.
Yeah, it's not my favorite of all the PlayStation
Yeah.
exclusives. But it's interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like you guys remember that game Shadow of the Colossus?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's kind of like how it was where like, hey, we're just going to give you a bunch of really big boss fights and people just ate it up.
Yeah, but it was a lot more linear.
Yes.
I don't remember if Shadow of the Colossus was linear or not.
I never played
I
it.
think it was open world.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was an open world element to it, kind of like a Dragon's Dogma, where like there was areas that they were specific, but like you could just kind of go wherever you wanted in those areas.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
God of War was
Yes, very linear.
linear. They had kind of like a level system too.
Yeah, it was all like linear hack and slash and puzzles and stuff like that.
And this one doesn't look like it's going to be the same thing. It's going to be a complete reboot as far as I can tell.
Yeah. I like the old man.
Yeah, and it's going to be. It looks like it's going to be a little bit more open world
Yeah.
from the trailer that I saw.
Yeah.
You just kind of like wandered around the place
We'll see what they do with that.
and hunted with the kid.
Gran Turismo Sport though.
Makes me excited to, because I played Gran Turismo like back in the day.
Yeah.
PlayStation 2.
I think
I didn't
had
play-
one of the games.
I didn't play anymore. They made a PS3 game. I know.
Yeah, I think they only
didn't
did like
play it.
one PS3 game though, and
Yeah,
then they
they-
just kind of dropped
They
off.
do like one game every like 5 years for.
Well,
Gran
and then
Turismo.
they were kind of consistent starting out, but then like they kind of dropped off, and then Forza just took it away where they came out with a game every couple
Well,
of years.
Forza and like a lot of other racing games.
Yeah. But I'm saying like Forza was the main like console exclusive racing game that was a big deal, and then of course like the Dirt series came around, burnt out. Nobody, yeah.
Hmm.
But like Forza they're now taking over like even like the ground that Need for Speed left behind, because now they're doing like open world and everything.
We'll see what they do with Gran Turismo Sport, because the old Gran Turismo games were fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I imagine they'll go
good.
more for the new like Forza style.
Yeah, well, I
thing.
know that they're still going to focus on like racing sim, like track racing and everything, which I'm fine with.
Yeah, I mean, racing games are fun to play. Like, no matter what capacity is.
Yeah.
I mean, give me a NASCAR game. I'll throw it down.
I disagree. I'm only going to stick to Mario Kart, honestly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing is there's like people, either you like racing games or you don't.
I don't usually.
Yeah.
Unless it's Mario Kart.
Mario Kart is great.
Yeah.
The new Mario Kart was fantastic.
Spider-Man.
I'm
Open world RPG.
Actually, I'm probably like the second most excited for that one on Sony's list for games.
Yeah.
Because Spider-Man's cool. Open world Spider-Man will be pretty cool too. And I know it's not following any of the movie stuff they're doing. They're making their whole own like
nice
universe for it and all that.
That's good.
It's not like it's not gonna be like the old like games. Like it's like you're Spider-Man and you do stuff.
Because the only other time that I ever played a Spider-Man game, I just kind of like swung around and did no missions.
Honestly, the Spider-Man games were good.
They were very good.
I just never did any missions. I just swung around.
They were
and
better than the movies.
Yeah, for sure.
I could see it.
Like, they were honestly better than. Well,
Listen. As awful as Tobey Maguire was, I grew up on the Spider-Man movies. It's still nostalgic for me.
Okay, but I grew up on the Spider-Man games with the Spider-Man movies, and I can still say the Spider-Man games are better than the movies. And partly because there's way more villains in like the Spider-Man games.
True.
Like you actually had Shocker and Vulture and
Sandman.
Sandman, and you had a ton of people in those games. So like, and you would deal with like Hobgoblin and Green Goblin and
Rhino,
like literally everybody.
Yeah. It was very different from the movies for sure, even though the scenes were there.
The scenes from the movie were still in there, but you did
Well, yeah, but I can't see a game being that interesting if you're only throwing like 2 villains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was they were good games.
They were really good games, honestly. Like, maybe the first one wasn't that great because it didn't even have the swing from buildings. You just kind of swung from the clouds.
The first one was weird. It was still fun.
You're saying Spider-Man can't swing from clouds?
No.
Man.
He actually lost some power between the first movie or the first game and the second.
Actually, Spider-Man's gotten like less and less powerful from the first, because like in the first set of movies and games and all that, he just like shot webs out of his hand for no reason.
Yeah, that's true.
And then
now he's like,
and then they're like, okay, we have to
crippled
actually
the cartridges.
We have to actually explain this in the.
Well, they did in the first movie. There was like a little like boil on his wrist, and
infinite web.
Infinite webs coming from him.
Yeah, man, he's like a spider.
It's what superheroes do. Superman doesn't run out of laser beams out of his eyes.
True.
Yeah, he does.
Does he?
Yeah,
From the
if he
sun.
can't see, if he
right.
doesn't see the sun.
Yeah.
We're not even gonna get into that anyway.
Batman doesn't run out of batarangs.
They just keep producing. His utility belts just keeps popping them out.
I mean, he doesn't run out of shark repellent either. He always has shark repellent.
So Last of Us 2.
I'm excited.
Well, I wasn't done with Spider-Man.
Oh, go ahead, Saylor. What more do you have to say about Spider-Man? Go ahead. Tell us all.
Really excited. I know. Have you watched the trailers for it?
I have not.
The trailers are so good, and it looks like it's going to be so much fun to be Spider-Man hanging out in the city, doing whatever the heck you want. Because it's open world.
I am excited about the
You do
open world
whatever
RPG
you
element.
want as Spider-Man.
Yeah. And the fact that like, because in the original games, like, did you really level him up and like get new abilities?
You get new abilities.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you would get new abilities, and you would get like new suits.
Okay.
But
So I mean, if they just kind of keep capitalizing on like the whole like open world RPG, upgrading your character and everything, that's exciting.
Yeah. There wasn't any levels at all. You just get like spider points or whatever,
okay.
and you would invest into abilities.
Spidey points.
I think this one has a tech tree that's kind of the shape of a web, so that's neat.
That would be that's kind of cool because I mean, I feel like one of the elements that got lost in like the original like 3 movies was like all of his technology.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
And that's what I like about some of the movie reboots right now is
Peter
the fact
Parker
that
was just a nerd.
yeah,
in the first
he was
three
just
movies.
he was just yeah
He was just a nerd that wasn't actually smart.
yeah
He
was
a-
Tobey Maguire.
Like, whereas in the second one, he was more of a or the second set of movies, Andrew Garfield, he was more of a this is an actual this is what a person would actually be like now.
Yeah,
He's not just like a stereotypical nerd. Like he's a nerdy guy that's like into like science and technology and like a smart
Yeah.
dude.
But
And just a little that's just like a little awkward.
Yeah.
he didn't invent things. Like, isn't that what Spider-Man's supposed to do? Like with his cartridges, he makes those himself.
Yeah, he did that.
Yeah.
Andrew Garfield.
Andrew
wanted to do
Garfield did that. In those.
Yeah.
Yeah, but did he do much else other than that?
Well, he worked for he was interning for Oscorp and building stuff
Yeah.
with Oscorp and kind of made his own power made not his own power, made the guy who played what was the first villain in that movie?
The Killer Croc guy.
Yeah, Killer Croc. They kind of made his power with him. Like he did more sciencey things. It was less gadgety, but it was more about being a scientist. And actually, really, Spider-Man's not super gadgety.
Oh, okay.
He gets a lot of toys to play with, but you talk Superior Spider-Man when Doc Ock was Spider-Man and all
Right,
that.
that might be what I'm thinking.
he was super gadgety. He had the legs that he walked on, and all of the freaking spider robots everywhere in the city, and could watch everything going on in the city at once, and tanks and crap. And
So Last of Us 2.
but yeah, we'll be done talking about Spider-Man.
Because I know you could talk about Spider-Man literally all day.
Best or one of the best superheroes.
I was about to say Wolverine though. So
Yeah.
Last of Us 2, a continuation of.
Yeah, we'll see what they do. I need to play through the first one again. It's been a little bit for me.
It's
game
plenty of time for people who have played through it that I can talk about the ending of the first one.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to play that character anymore
Oh,
because he's kind of awful.
yeah. Well, that's the point.
But it didn't even give you a choice.
Yeah, true.
You didn't even get to choose.
You did just feel like an awful person coming out of that game.
which was good because it made you still feel and that game was told a lot more like a movie than
I mean, if you watch the first trailer,
yeah.
Ellie, that's her name, right? In the
Yeah,
game?
I think so.
Yeah.
She is mega angsty now
Well, yeah.
towards him.
I would hope so.
So that I'm sure that's not just getting thrown away that he did that thing.
Oh yeah. Well, and that's the thing is I'm wondering how it's going to be. The story's going to be, of course, amazing. But to be really great is if at the end you play Ellie killing him.
Spoilers, Logan.
Yeah, because I wrote it.
I mean, honestly,
Sorry.
that might be a possibility. That might be the twist halfway through the game. Honestly.
Yeah, it really could.
But I don't know. I'm gonna play it. It's gonna be a great game. But it's
heck,
yes. I
yes.
don't know if I want to play him again because I literally just killed a whole group of
Is
people
it
trying to
confirmed
save
that
the
you're
world.
playing as him?
I don't know.
Or you might be playing as Ellie, honestly.
might be,
because
You played as her during the DLC.
yeah. You play as her during the DLC for the game.
I didn't play any of the DLC.
And
I didn't either.
Oh, okay.
I've watched most of the DLC, so I didn't actually play the DLC.
No
but you
problem.
play as her during the DLC for the
Okay.
game. The DLC was actually really interesting too.
Yeah. Yeah, because how do you really? It better be to expand on that kind of game.
It's like a weird little offshoot of the
Yeah.
game. But I honestly feel because if you watch the trailer, it's all about her.
Okay, so
I mean, he
you might
comes
be playing as
in
her, then.
at the end of the trailer, but it's her playing the guitar or whatever.
Well, if you end up playing as
And-
her, I guess we'll find out at E3.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully they expand on it and show what they're going to be all about for this game.
Yeah.
You did play as her a couple times.
Yeah,
in the
there was a
story.
couple of cut scenes, cinematic
Yeah.
type things where you
And
could
the
play as
snow
her.
village.
Yeah,
that
was the most intense part of the game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when you're running around that warehouse.
That made me
and
want to cry.
Sneaking around. And,
Oh,
are we
couldn't
talking
really-
about the same thing?
You couldn't really
Yeah.
do anything. You
Yeah.
couldn't,
Well, yeah,
you
you
couldn't
can-
go kill everybody.
it was all stealth because you
Yeah,
had
yeah.
all those dudes around you, and the building was on fire, and
Yeah, and you were with
shoot.
that one guy that
That game
Like-
was so good.
Because you just went to the university and he got impaled.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Yeah, and you were like trying to save him and
Yeah.
heal him up, and then you
Yeah.
had to
I
go find
remember-
supplies. And
Just like looking back at playing the game, I played that game right after I played Bioshock Infinite.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I was like distraught in every video game I played for like
You were just on an emotional roller
few
coaster.
months. Because
Yeah.
Bioshock Infinite had that ending that was like really weird, introspective, and
Yeah.
then you played almost the same game because the dude in Bioshock Infinite is voiced by the same guy for Last of Us. I know
Oh.
that. So like you heard his voice again, and I'm like,
I need to actually go back and replay Last of Us because
No,
they add in a lot of really cool stuff like where you can play like the Western mode or whatever where
Yeah.
everything's like sepia'd and everything. You can also play in black and white mode, like
Yeah.
talking about for Last of Us or Infinite?
Last of Us.
Oh,
yeah, and how like when you beat the game you get like a bunch of like
Yeah.
new outfits and stuff too.
Yeah,
Like
all I remember is I played, that was like the last game I played on PS3, and then I got PS4 and I had like a deluxe edition for the game, and I was like, I don't need this because I just played this
oh
game.
yeah, that's the thing is I played it on PS4.
And
so.
now I don't have that anymore of my PS4, and I'm like kind of upset at myself.
I still got it. You can probably borrow it someday.
Bass, I can you borrow mine.
Yeah. Anyways,
So
Lucky you have such great friends, huh?
but true. I'm glad. But I do.
we're all too
I,
broke to all
True.
get all the games.
I do need to play that game though. That I am really excited for that and see what they
Yeah.
do with that. That's probably because I've seen a lot about what they're gonna do with Spider-Man, and that's why I'm so excited for The Last of Us because I've only seen a trailer of her playing guitar
Yeah.
and like, so
Which I mean, and I hope they kind of keep it shrouded in like a good amount of mystery, so that really you just
Yeah.
kind of get to discover the game as you play
Yeah.
it.
I just want to know kind of who you're gonna play as, and what like
Which hopefully
the
they,
gameplay's gonna be like.
I really hope they do a gameplay demo. At
Yeah,
E3,
I do, and
just so you
I
can kind of see.
well, I hope they kind of smooth up the gameplay a little bit in that game because
Yeah.
it was a little clanky.
Yeah.
But
Also, Nick, did you ever play Uncharted?
I played some Uncharted.
Okay.
I've played through it. I know the character Nathan Drake enough.
Okay.
About like with Uncharted.
What is the Lost Legacy about?
Well, they're done with Nathan Drake.
Okay.
As far as I know, there's no more Nathan Drake. That's
I know
why they did
At
the whole
Thieves
collection.
End was like the
That's like they did the whole collection
Yeah.
thing. And I cannot even remember what Lost Legacy is supposed to be about right now. I've like looked it up. Go for it. You have something to say? Time.
running out of time.
Oh, okay. Anyways, shoot, Lost Legacy. Oh yeah, it's a Naughty Dog game. Throwback to Jack and Daxter.
No.
Whenever I looked up,
Chloe. I don't know who Chloe is, and I know Nathan Drake. It's just like whole new characters. You're some
Yeah.
girl.
Oh, okay.
So it's probably gonna be. It's gonna be like the same lines, like treasure hunting kind of thing
Oh,
that
yeah.
Nathan Drake was. So we'll see what they do.
Some Lara Croft.
Lara.
So that's Sony. Like, yeah.
No, there's not much more to say about them. I mean, just all of their
Should be titles.
all of their like exclusive titles that they're announcing look like total bangers. Like
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Like ready to go. Like I could play those.
This
games.
holiday season is gonna be ridiculous.
Oh yes. Well, because now like
If everything doesn't get pushed back again.
well,
Yeah.
yeah, we'll see. Because like now like next gen consoles have been out long enough to where like people can like really like
Yes.
throw a bunch into the games and like unlock all the potential of
Yeah.
those consoles.
Exactly.
So-
Not pull a Watch Dogs.
True.
So Nintendo.
Yeah, they're not really doing they don't ever like have a conference,
Yeah.
but there's a few things they're doing. Splatoon 2, which is like the paint game,
Oh, okay.
looks pretty fun actually. I mean, it's a fun like party game for
Yeah.
Nintendo.
I'm expecting a lot of stuff for just the Switch in general,
ARMS, which is the boxing game, which looks goofy as heck.
which could be really cool with the Switch because of
Oh
like
yeah, with the Joy-Cons.
because those are really really responsive too.
Yeah.
They've done a really good job making like the Switch really really
Yeah,
responsive.
and with more patches and stuff,
Yeah.
it'll get even
because I
better.
remember that was one of the original problems with a lot of stuff with the original Wii was the fact
Yeah.
that like it was really wonky.
Yeah.
Whereas now it's gonna like I feel like they can actually come up with a boxing
Yeah.
game that's gonna be good.
And I think they're probably going to talk a little bit more about how they're putting like Skyrim and a bunch of the popular games on Switch.
Yeah.
But I think the main thing that people are kind of wanting to know more about is going to be Super Mario Odyssey, which is like open world Mario.
Yep.
So I'm interested to see what they do with that. But
It's probably going to be about as open world as Super Mario 64, just with
Probably.
a really big, castle.
yeah, probably.
Yeah. Super Mario 64 was so good.
And I know what they're doing at E3 for the game is they're doing a station to go play the game at.
Yeah.
They're having like an interactive thing for
Yeah.
the game because they're doing like videos and reveals and stuff, but they don't actually have a conference at E3.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Not this year.
not this year. They haven't in a while actually. Like Nintendo's just kind of like we're Nintendo. We don't have to like follow what
Basically.
Microsoft and Sony do because
Well, they never have either.
well,
They've kinda
they're
always
just
done
like
their thing.
we can do our own thing
Yeah.
and we don't because they don't have to compete with Microsoft and Sony because
No,
people
they're-
know what they expect with Nintendo.
Yeah. They're just a different type
Yeah.
of game
Well, and
company.
And it's the thing about like the Switch, and it's kind of weird that they're bringing in all these other titles because Nintendo's been very, very careful about what they put on the Switch because they've always wanted to be family oriented.
Yeah.
Or on their consoles, not just the Switch. But so we'll see how this goes. I mean, they haven't gotten any hate for it so far.
No.
So
EA is actually EA is the first thing
coming
kicking
up this
off,
weekend.
on the 10th. Star Wars Battlefront 2 single player campaign.
Oh, I'm so glad they're bringing it back.
Yes.
It's what the first one was missing.
It was good, but see, the thing is, for me personally,
was fun to play.
I'm not a big online gamer.
Well, that's the thing. It
And-
was fun to play online.
Yeah.
But then there was just like
But I'm not the kind of person that can just grind hours and hours, like buffing up my kill death ratio. Like, it's just not something I'm interested in. So like the fact that they are bringing in the single player campaign is just gonna be excellent.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Obviously the online play is gonna be great.
yes, absolutely. It's gonna be super. If it's anywhere near as good as the first one, then
Yeah, I mean
it's
the
gonna be fine.
first one was a fun game. It just
I put a lot of hours into it. It's just
it just didn't have
It
didn't
wasn't
hold
the
my
same
interest.
kind of Battlefront as
no
the
it,
other ones were.
It wasn't what diehard Battlefront fans wanted. It was
Exactly.
more of Battlefield.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
with a
Yeah.
Star Wars skin
Basically.
just thrown on it.
yeah, pretty much. Oh yeah, because I forgot EA does do Battlefield. So yeah.
And I mean, and some of the game modes were really fun in that game. Like
Yeah.
the heroes versus villains was
Oh, my goodness.
goofy as heck to play. Like,
Yeah.
we did some. That was always so much fun. Also, I mean, Nick doesn't care, but Need for Speed is coming out with a new game.
yeah, it's been a while for them, hasn't it?
Well, no, they actually not last year, but I think the year before they came out with a Need for Speed game. What they did with that one is they just trashed everything that they had been doing. Well, because the thing is, like, they had a bad run, and they finally trashed it all, and then just said, hit up the fans. And they're like, "What do you guys want?" And what they ended up doing was making a game that was kind of a throwback to like Underground 2, one of the best games.
Yeah,
Need for
Underground
Speed ever
2
did.
was so good.
Yeah, so it was all about customization, street racing. Then they threw in like police chases and stuff. And I guess this next one is going to focus even more somehow on customization. And then they're going to continue to hold on to the police chases and everything. What I like is they didn't make it a big central part of the game to do the police chases. It's just kind of like in there. It's an annoying thing, but it's not like the Hot Pursuit games. And then they're going to also add in off-road racing, as well as, and they're getting with the guys from Codemasters, which did the dirt games, to add in the off-road racing,
Yeah.
and they're going to add in daytime racing. So
Yeah.
kind of like some new stuff. I'm happy. I feel like they're going in a direction that fans will like, not just the directions they're
fun.
guessing will.
It looks fun.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, out of the two between like Gran Turismo and Need for Speed,
Yeah.
It seems. Well, we'll see what Gran Turismo does. Gran Turismo is all about like getting new cars
Yeah.
and like old cars and like
Yeah.
a niche kind of thing.
Yeah.
Whereas Need
Well-
for Speed is it's probably gonna be the
Well-
gameplay is gonna be probably a bit more fun than Need for Speed. I would
That's the
imagine.
other thing that they did too, is they actually went back to a more arcade feel, because they started trying to
Yeah.
do racing sim stuff, and people were like, "No, we want to play Need for Speed. We want an arcade like open world racer where like
Yeah.
it's not. There's Forza and then there's Need for Speed. There's
Where
Gran
it's
Turismo, then there's Need for Speed. Like
ridiculous like
yeah,
stuff with cars.
you need to keep it separate." And they're doing that, and I think that I'm really excited to see this next game, because I actually did play the other Need for Speed, and it was good. I enjoyed it.
Well, Yeah.
EA.
Well, I mean, EA's had a tough time lately too.
Yeah.
People have just not really been down with EA lately. Like I mean, we'll see what they do.
Bethesda.
Yeah, and the rest of the EA games are just sports games.
Yeah. I'm
FIFA.
I don't play enough sports games
Madden.
to really care.
They usually do something really stupid with Just Dance.
True. Okay, we're done with EA now.
Watch it. You'll cringe. It'll be great.
Yeah.
So Bethesda. Doom VR, Fallout VR,
Yeah,
and
they don't have a lot of
Quake Champions though.
Quake Champions. I watched some of the gameplay for that. That looks kind of fun. It's a weird Bethesda game though. It's not like really what you think of. When
It's
you think
not.
Bethesda.
It's not your typical like open world RPG Bethesda game.
Yeah, I mean they don't have a lot of wow moments at this,
Well,
but
hang
they
on.
had.
They do have that map.
True.
They have two, hopefully big reveals. Obviously, everybody's like, "Oh, Elder Scrolls game." It's way too close to Fallout. It's not going to happen.
No.
If it happens, I will be floored.
Yeah.
Like I don't see it happening. But if it does, I will
The
not
only
be
thing
mad.
I can imagine is they announce like the title or something.
Yes,
and the
they might
setting,
announce the location.
but no gameplay.
Oh yeah, it would
I
literally
don't
be
want
like
it yet.
yeah,
because
oh,
I
yeah.
want them to like put their time into it.
Which they're going to. It's Bethesda. They're not going to
Yeah.
rush anything. If anything at all, we're going to get a picture of like the symbol and the location. That's it.
Yeah, and I kind of hope for that.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll hold
and
out hope for that.
Maybe Fallout 5.
I mean, it has been
There's no
6
way.
years since Skyrim. So
That's
True.
true. And they were
Skyrim-
it was 10 years between Oblivion and Skyrim, correct?
I don't remember.
It was
how
a
much.
while.
It was a while.
I don't remember if it was 2000.
I don't think it was 10 years. 'cause
No.
It would be like it was probably 6 or 7, maybe 8.
Or was it 10 between Skyrim and Fallout 4? I remember they had like a 10-year gap between like big titles.
Skyrim came out in 2011, so it was like a 5 or 6 year between.
Okay. Yeah, 2011 because it's 11. Anyway,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
because I remember I was watching Immortals that night because I had to wait till the next morning to get the game because they didn't have midnight releases where I was at.
We were in New York.
We were in New York.
But
yeah, and Oblivion was released in 2006.
okay.
So I guess if you're talking from Oblivion to Skyrim, it's pretty much time for a new
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls game.
I think we can expect it before 2020.
Yeah. Well, I think at the very least, or not at the very least, at the very most, actually, what you can maybe expect from that is
The
a
location.
title.
Yeah.
Like,
I
Basically
mean,
that.
they do they're having different teams work on Fallout 4 and
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls games.
we'll see.
And they don't have the same people working on the Elder Scrolls games as they do on the MMO either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah, because I got so excited for Morrowind because I thought they were remaking it like they did with the special edition Skyrim, and then I was like, nope, just Elder Scrolls Online. I was like, okay, there that goes. Never mind. But anyway, but the map that they released looks really cool because they had like it was like an amusement park and it had like 6 different locations. I can't remember what the other 6 were. I know Fallout 4 was one of them, but they had one that said coming soon and the other one that said under construction, and it doesn't there you can't really see it. It's like a construction site or whatever, so you don't really know what it's gonna be. So that means that they have at least 2 reveals. They might just be new games altogether. They might be pre-existing franchises. I don't know. I'm excited no matter what because it's Bethesda.
Yeah, and you can't get anything from this.
Did you find the map?
Yeah, I see the map here.
There's nothing there.
I mean, it's really hard to tell what's even going on in this.
Yeah. So that's Bethesda. That's
Yeah.
on the 11th at 7
Yeah,
p.m.
most of this stuff's VR.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and unless you have money, VR is.
And then finally,
That's
really
something.
the only other big thing there is going to be Ubisoft with the new Far Cry.
Yeah, which that had all its revealed this week.
Yeah. I think mainly they're just going to like talk about it.
Yeah, they'll probably talk about it more.
Show trailer.
Show a different trailer maybe.
I'm kind of excited for like a Western style
Far Cry 5.
Far Cry.
Well, yeah, it's set in Montana.
Montana.
So,
Right.
in America, and it's all about it's a lot of controversy around that game actually.
Yeah.
'Cause it's about like Christian religious extremists.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
that's gonna be
people
lovely.
are like a little salty about it. I don't
I mean,
get why. It's
yeah.
like a
I thought that was a joke.
no. It's Well, no, people are actually like upset about it.
Ah, jeez.
I didn't know that was actually a thing.
Yes, no, people are actually upset about it. Not like the people who play games are upset about it. Like the people who don't play games, they're like, well.
I mean, in Assassin's Creed, you had a bunch of people running around killing Templars. You know, I don't see Templars jumping up to be like,
Maybe they're going for kind of like what Dead Space did with Moms Hate Dead Space, and they try to make it a thing. I don't know.
Yeah, well,
maybe.
No, I don't, because it's controversial because it's set in America, and like people are like upset about it. It's like, well, have you not like? There's GTA, like Grand Theft Auto. It's set in America, like, and it definitely targets, instead of targeting like gang violence, they're just targeting a different kind of violence, and it's a
violence that happened,
and
regardless.
it's also a completely like mythical thing.
Yeah, it's a made up setting.
Yeah, so
it's the states. Yeah, it's a made up place in Montana.
And I think it's just, not to get too political with it, but like it's just where America is right now. The whole new election happening and all that.
Yeah. I mean, yes, I see a lot more of that kind of stuff cropping up lately.
I personally don't care.
Yeah.
The game looks really fun. Fully co-op, too.
That's exciting.
That's very interesting. So
That's
you
gonna be
can
so
play a Far Cry game fully co-op.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, that's exciting to me.
Are you also excited for a possible new Assassin's Creed game?
Yeah, they took their year off. We'll see what they do.
I tried to sound as enthusiastic about it as possible.
They need something big.
Oh, wait. Well, we know what they're doing, though. We know that they're going back to Egypt. And it's supposed to be Assassin's Creed Origins.
Yeah. Like everyone's doing the Origin games now.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I don't care to talk more about Assassin's Creed than that.
Well, yeah, because they took their year off, like they said they were going to do.
I am excited, though.
Go for it.
Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah, but I don't know how much E3 we're going to get out of E3.
It's now we're getting into like the rumor section.
Yeah, well, because they just announced with Red Dead Redemption 2 that it's getting pushed back to next spring.
Yeah.
So there may be a trailer.
I imagine. Yeah, I'm hoping for like a trailer.
Because there hasn't been a trailer yet. There's only been images.
There's only been images.
There's been
correct.
A poster.
Yeah. And then there's been like there's been a little more than a poster though, right? Like no video or anything, just images.
I think it's just all I've seen is a poster.
Oh wow.
It's confirmed, but
it's
yes. Which I mean that's exciting in itself because everybody's been waiting for that.
Yeah. Well, also with Ubisoft, South Park and the Fractured But Whole.
Oh gosh.
I mean, Stick of Truth was a good game. So
yeah.
And have you seen the like VR like the sniff thing, the Oculus sniff?
Oh
no.
Because like there's like a fart section in that game.
Oh my gosh.
Like where you like fly with your farts, and they had a dude strap on like the Oculus Sniff, which is like a VR like smelling thing. And he could,
why?
And they would fart in game, and he would smell.
Real quick, I just read this.
Go ahead.
Bethesda could reveal. I forgot what the two titles people were hoping for. The new Wolfenstein and the new Evil Within.
Oh yeah.
I forgot about those two. I forgot that was Bethesda. Honestly.
Yeah. Well, because Bethesda has everyone's so wrapped into Fallout and like Skyrim at the moment.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I heard Evil Within didn't do that great.
I have it.
The last little bit didn't.
Yeah, I do have it. I played it for a little while, and then I'm sorry, the controls are just so wonky. It feels like old Resident Evil games. It's really not easy to play at all. It's really really difficult and very frustrating because you also like you turn around like super slow. So when you hear something behind you, you don't want to have to like ease around. No, you want to know what's there. But yeah.
I mean,
oh, that's another one that people are hoping for is Super Smash Bros. They're hoping for one for the Switch, which would be excellent.
I bet if anything, it's just going to port over the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think there's going to be anything new yet.
Yeah.
We still got another 5 years or so.
Yeah, for a Smash Bros. Game.
Yeah. I mean,
because the last one, it wasn't very long ago that the last one came out, right?
No, they just finished the DLC for it like last year, at the beginning of last year.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really kept up with any Nintendo stuff as of recent, ever since like the Wii, because I didn't have a Wii U.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of kept up with the Switch.
I got a good question. Saylor, what are you most excited for with E3?
With E3, what am I most excited for?
Yeah.
Honestly, probably Sony's panel and just all the
titles.
all the exclusives, and
Yeah.
to see what they're going to do with that.
Yeah.
Because they just have the most games. And then I'm excited for, but for Bethesda to see if they're going to do anything big.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of low key right now.
Yeah.
I mean, they may come out and like throw something way.
Bethesda always plays with their cards close to their chest. That's the thing. It's
Yeah.
like they don't reveal until they are ready, and it's very deliberate.
Yeah, and they have worked themselves into a position where they can do that.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
So they don't have to have like a crazy marketing team.
They're
because
kind of
people are
like
just like,
yeah, they're kind of like Blizzard in that sense, where they take their time with their games. And nobody argues with it. Like they reveal it when they are ready to reveal it, and they're 100% sure. What about you, Nick?
Well, Kingdom Hearts 3. I want to know some more information about that.
why have we not talked about that at all? We talked about the Sony panel
Because it's
and
not
we didn't talk about
confirmed.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
It's confirmed.
Well, the game is
it?
confirmed.
Well, no, but I was saying is like it being
It keeps
featured at
getting-
E3 is
It's
confirmed.
not exclusive to Microsoft or Sony, so it could be on
Yeah.
either one.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I'm pretty sure they took it off of Xbox. Last thing I heard is they were taking it off Xbox One and keeping with just the PlayStation.
I
Okay.
didn't hear anything about that.
I feel like I heard that because it was
Which would
gonna
be
on-
odd because wait, hang on.
it was
Kingdom
gonna be
Hearts
on
is
both
Square
consoles.
Enix, right?
Yeah.
And they just now started doing PlayStation and Xbox with like Final Fantasy and everything. So
Yeah.
it'd be weird for them to take away from Xbox.
We'll see. Well, and Kingdom Hearts has always been a PlayStation,
pretty
much exclusive game, other than like the DS games and
Yeah.
A phone game.
the phone
Duh.
games. But we'll see what they do. I am excited for Kingdom Hearts 3. See if they
Yeah, I
do
forgot
anything with
about
that.
Yeah. Also, there could be some information on Borderlands 3.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything from Gearbox about E3 yet. Like everything I've looked at, there's really nothing to do with them.
They might be holding out until
see.
like the day of.
Yeah, they've had some test demos for like the engine and stuff that's going on in Borderlands 3, but that's not.
Yeah, we know it's coming.
Yeah.
It's just,
Well, and also pre-sequel wasn't a very long time ago.
I mean, relative to how long it came out after Borderlands 2, I think it's been longer since it's come out than it came out
True.
with Borderlands 2.
And pre-sequel is pretty much just like 2.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's a great game, but
floating on the moon.
the game is goofy. Borderlands 3 is going to be
I'm still
fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there was a bunch of like and whatever that one game was, Battleborn. They had a bunch
Yeah.
of like teasers, like a bunch of stuff giving away hints that Borderlands 3 is going to be on Promethea and stuff
Oh.
instead of Pandora, which that was a thing in the
What's
Borderlands 1
Promethea?
DLC. The Atlas Corporation.
Oh yeah.
They had a teaser about Promethea in the trailer for that. I remember that.
Okay.
But other than that, you haven't been there or you haven't known anything. So this one's going to have like interplanetary travel probably.
Yeah.
That would actually be really cool.
Yeah.
They hinted that in Borderlands 2 ending.
Yeah, the very ending seemed like it was going to be kind of a spacey thing.
Yeah.
And they kind of went that direction with pre-sequel.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. So that could have been them just kind of getting their feet wet with that,
Yeah.
like the different environments depending on
I mean,
what planet and all that.
2 was fantastic. 3 is probably being great. 1 was really good too.
Jeez,
Just-
I put
it's just-
so many hours into those
It's
games.
just way different than 2 is.
Yes.
But
So that's what you're excited about, Nick?
what about
Yeah.
you? What about you, Logan?
Jeez. As a whole, I'm excited. I mean, the main one that kind of stands out to me is, Need for Speed. Because I do really like racing games. I really like the focus that they're going back to with like the customization and all that. But as a whole, I'm just excited for just the whole thing.
Are there any games that haven't been confirmed that you're open for?
Obviously, anything Bethesda does, I'm super stoked about. Borderlands 3. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I think that's
us
everyone.
3 have played those games
Yeah,
enough that
and I mean, maybe this year we'll get new Elder Scrolls and new Borderlands.
actually, do you know what? probably the most excited thing that I am for, or the thing that I'm most excited for, Last of Us 2.
Yeah.
Out of all the confirmed games, probably. So
Yeah.
just because the first one was so good. And
Yeah, that was honestly I would say is my most favorite game I've ever played
Yeah,
on
and
PlayStation.
I was kind of surprised they came out with a second part because they didn't really hint at the end of the first one that they were going to do a
No.
second part. It was kind of like this is like
It was final.
it seemed pretty definite.
It wasn't a cliffhanger.
There was no
No,
cliffhanger. It was just like this is the end of this game.
And really, yeah, it just
And
kind of leaves you
now-
with like all the emotional
Well, now
stuff
it's like
that's going to come after
it's
that.
a few years down the road.
Yeah.
And,
And now he's dealing with a teenager.
Yeah.
oh,
Last of Us 2 Parenting Edition.
oh, God.
I doubt you'll end up playing as Joel exclusively, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can't imagine.
I would doubt that. So that's E3
I
coming
mean, I think does this end on E3.
up. We don't have any weird food item.
No, but we did talk about.
I have some jelly beans.
No thanks.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass on jelly beans. But
That's all I got.
next week, Chase will get his pizza party surprise.
Pizza party.
Yeah, we got 2 food items next week. One for Chase and one for the rest of us.
Yeah.
How about we eat something really good?
No, yeah, we're definitely. Well,
To rub it in.
Chase has been suggesting eating that the Kentucky Gold fried chicken from
We'll
KFC,
try that,
and
but
he
he
keeps pushing for that.
he
So
can't
we
have
should try
any.
that, and he has to eat the pizza.
He can't have any of what we get.
And we let him smell the chicken, but he can't eat it.
Yeah, or we just get really good food regardless.
Let's just
Or
Chinese takeout.
We sure.
Yeah.
Or we get like a pizza from like a nice pizza shop.
Yeah, Bubba's Pizza.
Yeah,
we're gonna get
like
like the
down the
chicken bacon
road.
ranch, chicken bacon ranch pizza from Bubba's Pizza. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
And then we get like this awful pizza that we make.
No, I got
It's
it.
gonna be like way worse because we made it.
We should
too.
get the hamburger and fries pizza from Bubba's Pizza because, guys, trust me, it's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I know.
Have you had it?
Yeah.
But we'll just tell
I
Chase
live
that
across
it's
the street
awful.
from Bubba's.
Yeah, fact.
That place is so good. Anyways, I think that does us in for this week. Before
Oh
we
yeah.
keep
Hey,
on with it.
you're listening to Filling Space, by the way.
Oh yeah, we never said the name of. We
Hi.
didn't. We didn't mess it up this week.
Thank you for listening to Filling Games.
I mean, we did kind of mess it up by not saying it.
True.
We messed it
So
up.
our screw up this week is we didn't even say the name.
Yeah, we said who we are, but
We're
never.
really awful at starting the podcast,
I mean,
Eh,
I don't think anybody's mad about it.
and we're also really bad at ending it because we keep talking.
Hey, bye, guys.
hey, have a good week, guys. I'll see you next time.
Next time on Filling Space.